Hi everybody, welcome to day 6 of my 30-day challenge to get myself moving again. I hope somebody is watching these videos, but anyways, even if not, that's okay too. I'm at the park. I was on my way home actually, and it's actually right now it's 1:04 and it's 105 degrees outside. Yikes, no excuses, right? But anyways, I wanted to do this video because I was thinking that maybe if I were to wait to do my 10 minutes, if I were to wait later this afternoon, it might not get done because I've got a couple of things planned for the evening. Oh my gosh, there's this glare because it is 1 o'clock. I'm so sorry about that sun glare. Oh no. There you go. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Maybe if I turn right here, the sun won't be creating a glare. Anyways, yeah, I was on my way home and I just decided to, find a park, pull over and just do my 10 minutes now, maybe 15 minutes. Man, I came to a realization yesterday after, my little walk yesterday. And it's this. I love being outdoors. I love being in the sunshine. And it is so important as a mood booster. And I know that originally, I was doing this to get myself moving again, but really it's turning more into like a mood boosting challenge. And man, I didn't realize how much of a difference being outside, getting some sun would be for me yesterday. So much so that I made a point today to just pull over, find a park, and just do my 10 minutes, no matter what. There's no one else out here walking. I think there was one guy over there, but he got in his car. But there are people out here right now. I don't know, maybe eating lunch or just spending time at the park. Everybody's cars are running right now because you can hear that guy's air conditioning over there on blasting. But yeah, because it's so stinking hot right now, 105. But we're gonna get through it. It's only 10 minutes. I have my hat. I forgot my water, as usual. But it's okay. How are you guys doing? I hope that you take the time out to get some sun for yourself. Get some sun today, even if it's just sitting in your backyard, on your front porch. Just get some sun. It's really just amazing. I was listening actually to this podcast about the importance of sunlight. And I know it's kind of like common sense, right? We all need sunlight to grow. I mean, but what it does for you physically, and how it's the best mood booster, of course, vitamin D, all of those things. And how it was taken away from us, right? Because we started working more indoors, and you get that indoor fluorescent light where that actually causes your mood to drop. But yeah, for me, it's like I've worked, I worked so many years in hospitals. A long time ago, part of the recovery process for patients used to be taking time outside, Gosh, if I could find that podcast, maybe I'll link it in the comments below, but it was really an eye-opener. But anyways, like sunlight therapy, being outdoors used to be a part of the recovery process for patients, and we don't do that anymore. having patients sit even next to a window. I don't think I remembered that. Like at the hospitals that I've worked at, yeah, I don't, there used to be sunrooms. They don't have that anymore. And they certainly don't have patients sitting by a sunny window. They, keep them in their beds. And there's usually a chair on the side of their bed, but not a whole lot of sunlight in the rooms. It's true. And one of the things that they talked about was that how patients whose beds were by the sunny window, how like usually if you are in a hospital room, hold on, there's shady stuff. Actually, no, mistaken. Anyways, how in hospital rooms there's usually two beds, and then there's one that's closer to the window and one closer to the door, the entry. And they are saying this guy was talking about how the people whose beds were closer to the bright window recovered faster or did better. And of course, I didn't look at the study fully to totally analyze it, but I thought, wow, that's really interesting. If it is true, which, why wouldn't it be, right? Because look at me, it's like oh no, I just realized it's really windy, and this is probably hurting your ears. Anyways, but look at me, I'm a true test of like how my mood has improved so much just by being outdoors, walking around. I'm going to try to go over here where there's a little bit more of a shield from the wind, so that way your ears don't get blown out by the wind. Anyways, yeah, so sun is so important, and I will tell you right now, I'm a true testament to that, because I feel so much better being outdoors. Gosh. Note to self, 1 o'clock is not the time to film this. Oh my gosh. This is all kinds of going sideways. I'm sorry if it's hard for you to hear, hard for you to watch because of the sun, the glare from the sun. Anyways, do make a point of going outside today. I hope you guys do that for yourselves, because it will make you feel much better. Just lifts your mood, and hopefully get you some vitamin D. I don't recommend 105. I don't recommend 105 degree temperatures, but I do recommend sun. I recommend early in the morning. However, I can't really do early in the morning because I got too much stuff to do early in the morning. And I was filming these things in my gym, but I might have to do that tomorrow. I don't know. But that's hard to film because I feel bad because the acoustics of the room make it so it's difficult to hear my voice. But anyways, we are at 8 minutes 43 seconds, and man, the sun is actually stinging my skin, so I'm going to walk back to my car and limit this because I don't want to get burnt. Yes, dark people can still get burnt. I did put sunscreen on. Ow, it's burning my skin. We do still burn. And I did put sunscreen on. I forgot a hair tie again. I'm using a hair clamp, but no excuses. How do I get to my car from here? I'm going to take a quick shortcut and cut this short. Maybe sit in my car or sit under a tree or stand under a tree later once I find my car. I got a little bit turned around just because I was recording and I wasn't paying attention. It's over there. That's where my car is down that way. Anyways, how are you guys doing? What goals did you set for yourselves today for your 30-day challenge? I hope it's something that's working for you. Wow, it's really hot. Really, really hot. it's so still. Like there's just not a whole lot of action, obviously, at the park because it's freaking hot out here. Maybe tomorrow I'll go like at 9 or 10. I don't know, because here in the southwest, desert southwest, it's oh dang, it stays really hot until, I mean gosh, until like November really, but it's much more bearable in October, September, October, towards the latter part of September, October. We can do this more outdoors, like later in the afternoon. I'm gonna cut through the playground here because Mama's hot. Mama's getting burnt. I'm gonna cut through here so that I can get to my car faster. But anyways, yeah, we achieved it again, 10 minutes today, and I'm really proud because that's 6 days out of 30. Yay, us! And I really want to have a look back at day one and what my mood and my spirit was at the first part of this challenge. Getting a little bit lightheaded. If I pass out, you guys call the cops, okay? Call 911. Feeling a little lightheaded. Maybe this was a mistake to come out here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, I think we're not going to do that because I feel really a little bit lightheaded here. I think we're going to slow down for just a second. Oh gosh. Whew. It's hot. Just get my bearings for a second here. And then we're going to go to my car. Unfortunately, I'm at the farthest point right now. I can see it. I can see my car over there. Way over there in the distance. I think I'm going to start heading that way, but just try to get some shade. We're a little bit lightheaded. Okay, big mistake. Don't do this. Don't do the 105 degree again. If it gets to be that point, we got to do this inside. Get on the treadmill, okay? Maybe I should have just sat in my backyard or just walked around my backyard. But somebody said to me, oh no, security purposes, don't, as much as possible, try not to film at your house because there's weirdos out there. But this hair clip's hurting me. But yeah, it is what it is. Maybe tomorrow if I can't get out here at a decent time, I'll just take it indoors. I'll be bummed, but I'll take it indoors. If I do the backyard though, you'll see my backyard, then you'll know exactly where I live. Because there's markers. You can see the mountains and stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm just blabbing. Whew. There's some shade over here. I'm going to cut over where there's shade so I can get to my car. Whew. Hold on, I got to stop. It's a little bit too hot. Feeling a little bit lightheaded. I keep going. Almost there. Sort of. Maybe if I take big steps, we'll get there sooner. Oh, I know why I'm feeling this way. I haven't eaten. That's what it is. It's 1 o'clock and I have to eat lunch. That's probably why. I had a protein shake this morning before I ran out to go do stuff. Maybe that just wasn't enough food or enough calories. I think I'm tapped out. So I think when I get home, obviously I gotta make myself a good lunch, good healthy lunch. And then I'm sure I'll feel better by then. So one of the other things that I've been doing in this whole revamping my life is I've been making it a point to make sure that I get adequate protein every day. There's like, the sun is catching the glare again right here. Sorry. Yeah, I've been trying to make it a point to get more protein in my diet. So one of the goals I have, obviously, is the whole get moving again, and also two, making sure that I prioritize proteins in my diet because of sarcopenia. And also I'm probably gonna, I started trying to do like a lot of resistance exercises too, a little bit, you know, nothing really heavy on this shoulder, on my right shoulder, of course. I still have to rehab my right knee, my right hip, my right lower back, my right shoulder, my right side of my neck. So I'm kind of limited in what kind of resistance exercises I could do. But like I said, you know, as we get older, we lose so much muscle mass every decade, every year, every time we're just sedentary. So I'm working on that too. So optimizing protein is one part of the whole wheel of revamping my life. The other one, you know, as much as possible, get outside, right? Get moving, but do it as much as possible outdoors so that I can really reap the benefits of sunlight. What else? I don't know what else, but anyways, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I hope you guys are also prioritizing protein. Now, if you've got other health conditions, chronic illnesses, you might want to check with your doctor. If you've got, you know, kidney disease, things like that, you want to make sure that, you know, you're checking with your doctors before you undergo any kind of dietary changes, exercises, things like that. But if you're the average Joe like me, or average 50-year-old like me, and you just want to get moving and really change your life again, go back the other way instead of spiraling down, we want to spiral back up. Yeah, join me on this, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. I didn't really say a whole lot this time during this 10-minute session, other than don't do this at 105-degree temperatures. Try to do it a little bit earlier. But yeah, 10 minutes goes by really quick. I'm going to walk over to my car because I'm done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. All right, I am whooped because it's just too darn hot. All right, I love you guys. We'll talk tomorrow. Show up for yourself. I'm here for you. Bye.